I'm joined now by somebody who was actually inside that compound when the attack came. His name is Mohammed Saleh. Mohammed, you were actually inside Colonel Gaddafi's Azizia Palace, inside the compound, when the attack happened. What did you see?
Yes, I was there the last 2 nights, and last night was the worst because it was really close. Many people were there with me. I wasn't alone, many civilians. Some of them, there were women, children, and you don't know when the attack is going to start. I believe it was just a few...
What was the atmosphere like as that attack happened? We don't know exactly what it was, but potentially some kind of bomb or a missile. What was the atmosphere like inside the compound?
Inside, I can just talk about myself and what I saw. It was the ex-Gaddafi's place, the house. There was some people around this area, and there was some people around or close by the other building where the missile came. I don't know if it's missile or anything, but I know the explosion was there. In that time you feel you're expecting something to happen. You hear noises, you hear explosions all around, but you don't know where the attack is coming from. We were just looking at the sky and waiting for something, waiting for an airplane or a missile or a bomb or anything. And all of a sudden you hear this like whistle sound and big explosion, big blast. You want to imagine how it was. There was old women, they decided to stay there. There were children, came with them families. And I was looking at the people, and I expected people to run, really, but they didn't. They didn't. We stood there. I promise, we stood there.
Mohammed, I think people will wonder what you were doing inside Colonel Gaddafi's compound at that time. We know that, of course, it's a heavily fortified compound. There has been an accusation from some people that Colonel Gaddafi is trying to use human shields, that he's inviting people inside his compound and inviting them to be just outside the gates as well, because he believes if they are there, it will deter the West from any kind of attack against military hardware positioned around the compound.
No, totally, this is not the truth. We went by ourselves. We decided to go. I asked many people. I did interviews also with the journalists to ask the people why you were here. I know why I was there, but most of them...
Why were you there? Why did you want to go?
I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like the decision. It was unfair. The accusations to Gaddafi is lies. We choose to go there. If they want to kill Gaddafi...
So nobody made you go there?
Nobody. There's thousands of people are pushing and they're insisting to go in there.
Why do you want to be inside Colonel Gaddafi's compound?
Gaddafi's accusations were false, and it's lies. He were protecting us. He was not killing us as civilians. Gaddafi's or the official forces didn't move at the first few days when these, what they call themselves, rebels, I call them mobs. When they started this move, and they started to go around to the military bases and attacking soldiers, they had order not to shoot towards civilians. They used youngsters, yes, they dragged some youngsters, they put them in the front line. Soldiers didn't shoot towards them. That's why they managed to take more weapons from the soldiers. They left the bases, most of them they left the base. Gaddafi's orders at the first few days not to shoot, because he also thought, like us, some Libyans are angry from Gaddafi, but that was not the truth. And this is what made it worse, because if they knew from the beginning it was the people, it would have been easy. Gaddafi talks to people, he was always with the people.